Welcome back to another episode of my Ultimate Iron Man. Here I am, packed in the thick of it of the crowds here at Firewatch Sentinels. People would think we're pretty spread out right now, but it was a little packed earlier today. But we are going to be getting a level here with this kill. It's my first task since the last video. There's 93 Slayer. Of course, we didn't get a chance to see it, but we have unlocked Smoke Devils, which means we can also kill the thermonuclear smoke devils. So I will finish off this kill, and if we don't get, or this task, and if we don't get the smoke devils for our very first task after this, I will probably go and try and kill one just for the diary task, and to see maybe we can get a lucky drop from it right off the bat. Alrighty, Steve, what do you got for us? Is it going to be a thermonuclear smoke devil? No, Kurasks. They've got a superior. So kind of as I suspected, it's pretty easy to kill Thermy. Don't really need to worry. There's a couple different methods you can go about doing it, but since we're only going for one kill, we don't really need to worry about any of that. So I'm just gonna, I've got some potions from the Warriors Guild about a little bit of emergency food just in case, but my DPS might be a little low, just since I've got my normal, like Slayer gear on. But I think I should be able to get out one kill here. And also, I lied. I think I've killed Thermy at least a couple times on League before. I've definitely killed Smoke Devils. You can see I've got that set up there. So, yeah. Can you, peek in here? I don't know how this works. No adventures inside the cave. Well, let's go. Are you sure you want to enter? Yeah, don't worry me again. Oh, okay. So maybe should have brought a little bit more food, but we were able to push through and get our task for the Western Province Diary. Unfortunately, we didn't get anything good. So, but hey, that's Thermy. Hopefully, we'll be seeing some more of that. Maybe even this episode, but definitely in the future coming up at some point. And then I think I just took a peek at it. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to do it now because I'd have to go and kill chompy birds, but I think everything else is doable for us for the Elite Western Province. Special Magic Longbow. We can boost, or I probably should just get my level up there anyway, since we're getting close to Tears of Gothics. I could do that right now if I wanted, and then Pickpocket an Elf. I'm very close to 85 theming, so if I wanted to, I could get that all done in this video, but not a focus for me right now. I don't think it unlocks anything crazy good, and I would love an XP lamp for Herblore, but again, I'm not pushing for Herblore levels right now. So yeah, just moving on. Just finished up a Kuras task, as you can see, and we actually got 3 hard caskets, I should say, to open. I will, fully admit I'm a fraud. Only 2 of those are from the Kurasks. I actually got I caught a random magpie when I was between trips, and it had a hard clue, which I ended up getting. So I am a sham. Only 2 of those, but let's see if we get anything good from them. That's pretty bad. A little better. Oh, and maybe a master, but nothing, no uniques or anything. Bit of a surprise. I noticed I was going to be going on for my 10th task, and so I went to Konar as I usually do, and I got Smoke Devils in the Smoke Devil dungeon. So I guess we'll try Thermy. I'll double check just to make sure it's not a Kraken situation where it's actually better to get the Occult as the necklace. I forgot the name of it at the end of the last episode. I just want to make sure it's not more common from the little guys than it is from the boss. But even then, I still would like to try for the boss. For the smoke staff is going to be super useful, but I am planning on doing glass blowing soon, and I am thinking of getting rid of the Tome of Fire, so it might be worth it to have that for that. But otherwise, it's not. I think it's just the pet, which I don't super care about. But it is combat task, something to try. New content. Okay, I think I'm pretty much all set up for Thermy here. Just going over my gear real quick. I have elected to do the POH method. So similar to Caliphate Queen, we're going to be just doing 1 kill trips, coming right back to the house, and then going there again. It's not a far run, so it's not bad. And also, I want to take full advantage of the Dragon Dagger spec. So the plan is to just go in and spec the entire fight, or hope that does enough damage, or a decent amount of damage, and then I've got the whip just in case. I would think ideally for flow, if I can finish it off with just keeping the Dragon Dagger equipped, I'll do that. But if not, I've got the whip if I need some extra DPS. I have some food, but that's really just more emergency food. I don't know. I think if you would if you have enough DPS, you can do this where you don't even need to eat. You can just kill them fast enough, especially if you have like D-claws or something. But for me, I'm expecting to maybe take some damage, so it's good to have some emergency food, especially as a UIM. And then the plan is, since we're going to be going back there, I'm not going to do it right now, but I'll show you the run we're going to do. So we would go ahead and take actually I'm going to move this around so the ferry ring is up there closer. But I think it's the Castle Wars one, BKP. We just teleport there with the ferry ring, and then we might even be able to see it, almost. It's like literally right up here. And then and I think I showed it before earlier today, or earlier this episode when I was going to kill Thermy. Yep, there's the dungeon right over there. And then we just run in and kill Thermy, teleport back, rinse and repeat. And then I have super attacks and the Dragon Battle Axe. Not going to use that every kill since we're not going to need to, it's like a super long run. So we'll only do that every couple kills, I'll re-up on one sip and then, one Dragonback spec because, we ideally won't need it. And then gear setup, if you want to try and reduce damage, you can't use overheads here, they don't work, but magic defense does help reduce damage. For me, since I'm hoping this will be enough to last. I'm trying to maximize, damage, but I will maybe throw on like the Void Knight legs or something if I'm just taking a little too much damage. But I think this will go pretty well. I'm holding out hope. This will be my 10th kill here, so I figured I'd go over my my route since I've already pretty much got it down to I think what it's going to be. I don't know there's much more high-end tactics I can do with my stuff to improve. I probably will, right? I was thinking maybe I'd try and repot up every 10 kills, but I think I'd like more than that because you see I'd already get 15 more attack. It's not like I'm not hitting at all. I still haven't had to eat any food at all, though it's been close a couple of times. You just make that short run over here, and then I just keep piety on. It lasts long enough to not need to worry about flicking that, running back from the house. And then I've got my Dragon Dagger equipped, and then I just put all my specs into him first. There's a combat achievement for killing him with just specs. I know you can do in multiple trips because his health doesn't like reset when you go in between. But I think in theory, when I'm fully potted up, I could technically kill him with all of my specs if I, max it every single time. So I kind of want to see if I can have that happen. But if not, then like when I'm like within the last 10 kills, I'll probably try and start going for that just because, it could be fun. But other than that, I run under him a little bit to try and mitigate damage. That was a pretty quick kill, even for, my pots not being up. And you see my inventories even get a little cluttered with my emergency food because there actually are quite a bit of things I'd consider keeping. Runes for money, molten glass definitely because I want that crafting experience. That's going to be a lot of crafting experience. That's really nice. But then like magic seeds, snapdragon seeds. So I was hoping maybe I wouldn't have to go off and plant things in between, but it looks like I probably am. Smoke runes seem to be kind of common and they sell, I figured they may be able to get like a couple K for them if I keep a stack, but I also will drop that in favor of having, more emergency food or something. So overall, this boss is going really great. I'd love to maybe have D-claws. I feel like you would just shred this thing with D-claws, but alas, the poor little Dragon Dagger will have to do for me. Ah! Just hit 20 KC, and apparently that makes me a thermonuclear veteran. It's as easy as pie. I got a hard clue, which I'm just going to go ahead and open right now because I don't feel like keeping up using it for inventory space. So, oh my gosh, ancient D'hide body. Okay, I don't think the ancient was one of our super far long sets, but it is new, so that is very, very cool. And this is going to be KC number 100 for some smoke runes. What are you going to do? I gotta say, guys, I am really enjoying this boss. You can see I did end up putting on the Elite Roid bottoms just because I was taking a little too much damage sometimes. But I also think I was staying a little too long, or I was waiting too long between when I re-up my super attacks. Usually now I go until I'll get at least plus 10 from drinking again. Sometimes, I forget or I keep going, which I usually can do. It's just, pretty much whenever, it's like Caliphate Queen where if you whiff your specs, you're probably gonna, it's probably better to just reset. But not as punishing. You can still sometimes just whip it down with maybe only having to eat once. So a bit RNG dependent, but not nearly as infuriating as Caliphate Queen. Well, looky here, we've got our first unique drop, and I think this one is actually kind of rare. I don't know off the top of my head. I'll go ahead and put it on screen. I know it's not as rare as the pet, but I think it's up there. I'm gonna say, I guess it's at least gonna be 1 in 1,000. But that means we can go ahead and replace the Kraken over here. I think I'd said a while ago that I'll just always have whichever the last one I got was. So we'll put that in there. And then that changes to the Spooky Sperry Smoke Devils. So we've got the first one and the very last one. And those are still the only 2 I have. But either way, that is still very, very cool. The jar of smoke. And there it is. The occult necklace has been obtained. It has been tamed and obtained at 173 KC. Yeah, great necklace. We'll be able to, really bump up our magic game with this. I wonder if it tells you in here. I think it's a pretty big bonus to magic damage. Oh, does magic damage, is it not shown anywhere on here? Oh no, there we go. Magic damage goes from, so yeah, 10% extra magic damage from the occult. So that is, that's pretty great. And it's got, 12 magic attack, it looks like. So that will be very, very nice for mage, because we're going to start using mage a little bit more, because, we're getting closer to melee's going up, range is max now, so, mage is the next thing to start focusing on. And also I think just the content, coming up as we get closer to the end game, there's more stuff that benefits from using mage. And coming in with 200 KC at the Thermonuclear Smoke Devil. Sandfew Serums is probably what every main account wants to see right now with how much they're worth, but they are not noted, so I do not want to worry about picking those up. And also I don't have a huge use for them right now anyways. So I decided to go for that combat achievement for killing him just with specs, which I've heard you can do, where you just dump your specs and teleport home and come back. We'll see if that's the case. This is my 4th trip here. It's taken me quite a few tries. Oh, please tell me I'm not just going to whiff all of these. That would be so embarrassing. Oh, good lord. Well, 5th try is the charm, I guess. Well, at least I never got crashed during this. We can say that much. Oh, come on. Just one more good one. Oh, I better hit with this. Okay. Was that the combat task? Please tell me it was. Yep, spec'd out. Easy as that, guys. All it takes is 4 trips, or 5 trips to bring him down once. And we ended up finishing off with 212 Smoke Devils, 211 if you don't count our first one we got for free. I was using Bracelets to Slaughter. I think I had 159 at the start of my task, so, we got a decent amount. Obviously, we got the Occult. I'm pretty sure it was still after, like what I would have gotten my task, so it was worth it to use the Slaughter Bracelets, but, we didn't necessarily need them, and I wouldn't mind seeing Smoke Devils again, but the loot was pretty nice. Not a crazy amount, but you get like 80k cooking XP. We'll get some smithing from the myth bars and then the gold bars. This is only like 35k crafting XP. In my mind, I thought it would be more, but it's very easy, very AFK XP, so I can't complain. And then it's gold, not the greatest rates, but it's AFK, and I'm taking all the crafting XP I can get. And we also got 6 brimstone keys. It was kind of printing them out, so we'll just go through and open these and see if we get anything nice. We just got some gold ore there, didn't we? Even more. Dragon fruit seeds. Oh, we're gonna get a farming level here in a second. I could have gotten it before the task, but my inventory was all cluttered, so I didn't want to. Well, look at that. We've got even more gold now, thanks to the brimstone chest. And as promised, when we check this redwood tree, that is going to be 96 farming, which is actually pretty good for us. I've been holding on to a spirit sapling for a while, which I have a plan for construction, because you need one of those for the spirit tree fairy ring combo, which we are somewhat close to construction wise. I want to do it. I'm just really enjoying PVMing right now, so I don't really want to take a break just for that. I also got a second spirit sapling from, I think, either just seed packs, or I was doing something that was giving me lots of seeds recently. I don't know why, I can't remember what it was. But whatever it was, I kept another one because I learned once we hit 96, we can boost up. I don't know, I didn't check the wiki if it can work, but I think it would. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to plant from boosting, because 99 is when you can have an unlimited spirit trees, so I'm pretty sure we should be able to get a garden pie, which you can just buy in Varrock, and then boost up and plant the spirit tree where we want, which I don't know where the next one's going to go. I will figure that out if I can bury it or plant it. I guess you are technically burying it. I wasn't like super wrong there. Oh my gosh, I have to rake this patch. I hardly ever get to rake anymore. But I think I'm going to go with Hosidius. I was debating between this or the farming guild, because it would be nice for farming runs to have one in the farming guild, just to save me. Like, there's a lot of times where, like, if I'm in the farming guild, I can plant that and then directly just teleport to, Gnome Stronghold, Gnome Village, without having to waste any, POH runes. But it's not the big a deal. And this one, there's a hard clue for this guy right here, and it's close to the cooking area, which is what I go to for where I do most of my cooking AFKing. So, somewhat useful for me, more so than I think the farming guild would be. Now let's actually see if I can even plant this with boosting. Boost up! Oh yeah, you can. Easy peasy. So we just have to cross our fingers and hope that will grow. I've got faith that it will. I have never been more embarrassed in all my years of being a RuneScape player, but I couldn't hide this. I just want to be upfront and get it out there with you guys. I misclicked in the Quizmaster random event and took 1,000 coins instead of the mystery box. I'm sorry. I don't deserve to get this build to stale baguette. I'm sure that was going to be it for sure, but now I've just doomed my account for all eternity. We're never going to see it. That's on me, guys. I hope that you can forgive me and we can all just move past this. This is a bit of a strange feeling for me when I'm doing birdhouse runs right now, because I got like 30 toad flax from Thermy, and rather than going to Giant Mole for the crushed nests, I was like, I guess I'll start doing some birdhouse runs. I was already AFKing just because I'm watching a stream right now. It's my day off. I'm just chilling. I gotta edit some videos later. Just this video. Like, I got like 50 videos in the pipeline or something. But yeah, I stopped doing birdhouse runs a while ago. I've definitely talked about this before, I'm pretty sure, but I really, really want the Chinchampa pet. It's probably my favorite pet in the entire game. The golden one specifically, obviously. Or maybe not obviously, but, for most people probably. Because I know birdhouse runs are, like, just consistently great hunter XP, even if you're dropping the nests. But I just, I want to save that. I don't really want to take any of my skills past post 99 that I don't have to. Obviously, combat will go past 99, Slayer maybe will go past 99, depending on where the account is. But like, fire making has gone well past because of I had to get another Tome of Fire, so I stayed for that. But I don't really just want to be training hunter for a pet ever. I might, just because I love that pet so much, but the long story short, I wanted to do this to get the bird nests, and it's going pretty well. It's a bit of a blast from the past, but I definitely don't miss doing this. It's a little tedious. I'll often forget a hammer or forget the seeds or something. And it's, not, sometimes you get a bunch of bird nests like I did now with a limited inventory, but it is somewhat nostalgic for the earlier days of this account and most people's accounts, I think. This is a pretty popular activity to do. We should have a level coming in here in just a second. This is like free to play levels of XP per hour, but as far as AFK rating goes, it's probably like not quite A+, but I'd give it a solid A. 86 smithing, Addy plate legs, and rune axes. And I think we can boost up for a master or elite clue scroll. I think I had that recently, but maybe we need one more level, but still. Actually, I think if we use the new +4 boost, we can, I think you have to do an RCB, which is 90 for one of the diaries, so we could do that at some point. I'm planning on doing another in-depth, like, look through my diaries, because I think we're close enough to get maybe 2 or 3 of these, so I might consider going for that next episode. Oh, look at this. I am a pro RuneScape YouTuber now. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. It was my day off, so I'm about to go to bed. And for the first time ever on this account, I am seeing the 6-hour log. Gosh, I'm such a loser. But just how it goes. As you can see, I was doing my gold bars. I did not turn them all into TRs. I stopped doing that pretty much after I got the smithing level. And then I've just been trying to look for some actual, like, for real AFK stuff, because I'm trying to get better about, I want to get some gains, but I also want to just, like, not really be focused on RuneScape. So Redwoods is pretty great for that, if you didn't know. Especially now that we have the new
log out timer. I've got mine set for 10 minutes now. I think you can go up to 20 or 25, but 10, I haven't been logged out yet for 10, obviously. And Redwoods are pretty good XP. We're already almost 100k away from 91. So woodcutting is pretty useless, from here on out. Now that we've got 90, but it's AFK. And with that, I think I'm going to call this episode here. It was mostly just Thermy, kind of getting used to that. We got the occult, so some good gains, but maybe we'll have a treat here at the end. I got an easy and a medium clue. Let's see what we got from any of them. Really, really trash easy, and the medium is, at least there's some alks in there. And that's how we're ending the episode, with that banger of a clue opening. Thank you all for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.